Last time I showed off a bunch of new parts, including a new carb, manifold, and pump. We hopped straight into it and removed the carbon intake, we checked out everything underneath, and started cleaning up the mating surfaces on the heads. But before we put on all the new stuff, there's one more thing we have to do. So stick around and let's get into this fuel pump. The first thing I'm going to do here is remove the old inlet lines and fuel filter that went into the old carb. And if you're wondering what that rubber line coming out of it was for, that was just for a test setup that I was running to check the pressure coming out of the old pump. So what I think I'm going to do is, rather than try to get under here and get the clamp off, I think I'm just going to cut this line. And then I'm going to remove the bolts that mount the fuel pump in place, which I'm not sure how well you can see, but there is a bolt over there and a bolt over there. Try to get those guys off, and then the fuel pumps will come off. Let's do it. Yes! And that is our fuel pump. And don't worry, I cleaned up some of the residual fuel that came out of the old fuel pump off camera. What I really want to show you here is the orientation of the lines coming out of the pump. The one on the left is the old pump, and you can see that it's pointing towards the block, whereas the new one on the right is pointing away from the block. So we have to clock the housing. To do that, I had to remove a series of bolts to be able to remove the bottom half of the pump. So this is pretty cool. Once you have all the bolts out, you can remove the lower half of the pump from the top, and you can see the diaphragm that sucks the fuel into the engine. But this next step is key. You have to depress this diaphragm and hold it depressed while you screw back on the housing in the correct orientation. It's a little awkward, but it's not too bad. I'm using a large breaker bar as well as a large socket to be able to do this. You might be able to do something similar with a pipe setup. And at the end of this, we can test it by pumping the lever on the fuel pump and listening for the air that ends up getting sucked through. I know I didn't show this on camera, unfortunately it died on me, but basically this little plate exists between the fuel pump and the block itself, which comes off with 2 bolts, and you'll see how it goes back on in just a little bit. So cleaning this up is pretty essential. It allows us to have a nice clean mating surface so we can have a clean seal when we put the fuel pump back on. I use a gasket scraper for this and a brass bristle brush so that I wouldn't scratch up the surface of the plate, and so I can ensure a good seal. Alright, so we got to get the push rod back in, and I'm going to use the grease trick. So I'm going to put some grease on this, or I already put some grease onto the push rod, and let's get this in. And now we can start mating this plate to the block. So I'm just using some black RTV here. Not too much, a little goes a long way, and spreading it around with my finger. We can then put the gasket onto the mating surface, and then do the same thing on the surface of the block itself. If I just zoom in here a little bit, you can see the black RTV on the face of the block, and now I'll put on that plate. There it is, and you can see 2 bolts that hold it to the block. Alright, so off camera, I installed a couple of fittings onto our fuel pump. So I got a 90-degree barb fitting, and that's going to be our inlet coming down into the pump, and then I got a 90-degree swivel AN fitting. So when this sits down in here, we'll have the fuel coming in over there and then fuel rising up, and then that'll come up into our intake manifold. So pretty cool. All right, so let's go and prep this surface. Edelbrock gives us a nice little fresh gasket that we could put on there. And they also give us a nice set of fresh grade 5 bolts. Isn't that great? All right, so wouldn't you know, more RTV and more gaskets. Okay, so just want to make sure that that rod is staying up. Okay, let's get our fuel pump in. All right, our fuel pump is in. You can kind of just barely see the AN line up front there, and then you got the barb just kind of hiding back over there. So we'll get the line set up in short order. Little tough to see here, but basically I'm just cutting off the rubber lines that attach to the hard lines on the frame rails. And with those out of the way, I'm going to connect the new rubber line going into the fuel pump, and I'm just measuring it here so I can cut it to length. All right, so our fuel pump is hooked up. I put the water pump hose going into the radiator back up, or really I should say from the radiator going into the water pump, right? Because coolant flows out and into the radiator. Yeah. All right, so I took care of that, and I also capped off our fuel line. All right. So our fuel pump is in, and we can finally start putting on the new stuff in the next video. I'll have that one up super quick, and when it's ready, it'll be right over here.